welcome back to another video. I finally got the RSX interior pieces back from Maine Coast Customs, so this is going to be a little review from them and a DIY of installing the trim pieces back. But I've already opened it and I've already know how it looks and everything. I gotta say, I'm super impressed. They did send it back in a different box than I originally sent them in, and they sent it with like every piece covered in what seems like a whole roll of paper towels. But I'll do all this pretty quickly. I'll show you guys a piece. So like this is the middle part where the climate control settings are, but seriously, if I didn't know any better, I would think that's real carbon fiber. All the pattern going in the same way. There's no huge dips like you normally would see, and hydro dipping, that is phenomenal. So I can't wait to install everything back. Another flawless piece. And here's the last one. But like I said, guys, super flawless, and if you notice, everything's going in the same direction. So it's gonna look really good. This won't need any reassembling just because the hazard lights are still in the car, and so is the CD player. These are all pretty straightforward. So I want the sunroof on this end just because I no longer have cruise control and no longer have fog lights because of the COS bumper. Those are kind of pointless to me, so I'm going to keep them on the closer to me because they're going to be the ones that are being removed when I eventually do push start in the car. This guy just gets reinstalled right there. I'm going to unscrew this real quick. There we go. Here's one piece done. I can't wait to get my heated mirror back. I've realized now, having about a week or two, maybe even 3 weeks, without heated mirrors in the middle of December, that I really like that. So I was debating on getting the spoon carbon fiber mirrors because I'm kind of obsessed with carbon fiber, but it's almost guaranteed now that that is not going to happen because I can't get rid of my heated mirrors. Maybe eventually I'll hydro dip them if I really like that look, but for now I'll just keep them black. So I should have said something, but these, you literally just pull them just like that. You just kind of even pressure, just because they got these little things that are holding it in, pop it right off. It'll be just fine. This one's got a couple spots to unscrew. We'll zip through this. Now, when it comes to this, you have to have these little circular parts off before you put it on, obviously. And then you just line it up like that. Clicks in. Make sure it's all clicked. Then you want to make sure you got the right screws because there's two different kinds here. There's more of a circular one, a fatter head on it, and then a smaller one. Now, something to keep in mind, if any of you guys do this project, obviously there's no way to not hydro dip these centers, so you will lose your pictures. So I hope you guys know where everything is. Looks good. Now putting these back on, you got to make sure these are pushed all the way to a certain direction until it can't go any further, and then take the line and put it right where it should be. So I know this would be, I think, the off. That goes there. There we go. So these will still light up, so will the circles and the line, but this no longer will. There we go, but that's essentially the whole trim kit. Now it's just a matter of putting it back in. Well guys, we're back in my car. It's the middle of December and it's sunshine outside. The wind is blowing so hard that the neighbor's fence is completely knocked over. But we're just gonna do this very quickly since I already did it with you guys once. But this is removed super easily. Just by prying, comes right out. You just gotta make sure to release the tabs. So if you look here, tabs there, and down here. And for mine, there's one more here, obviously, because of the fog light. But this is from the old car. Undo those tabs. Should be fairly easy to do. So there's the one. Here we go. That goes there. Now before pushing it all the way in, grab your keys, make sure everything works. I'm just gonna put it into accessory mode. Make sure my mirrors can adjust. Yep, that's receiving power. Sunroof is receiving power. And obviously the cruise and fogs I don't give two shits about. So we'll put that back in. Shove it back into place. Ta-da, that actually looks really good. Right here. And right here. Come off easy because it's already broken. But for this, you just need to pop it into place. That's pretty much what you got to do. It snapped. There we go. And then once my fan vents, black ones come in, it'll look a lot better. But yeah, with the sunshine and everything there, that looks pretty darn good. Now for over here, start off right here, I guess. Oh, that spot came out quick. That spot came out. Now I just gotta... Now this one's kind of harder to undo, just because you gotta pull it out far enough. But it's this little... Let's see it from underneath. Put the screw down. There's the clip right there. Okay guys, so I found out why I was having a kind of a hard time. It's not your normal push, it's your like a slide mechanism. Normally on all the other pins, it's just something you push down. This is more something you have to pinch. But this should be fairly simple putting it back in. Now I cannot stress this enough, guys. This is really easy to snap. So make sure it all works. So this should be your fan speed. Yep, that's working. That button works. But yeah, looks good to me. I'll pop it back into place now. That looks pretty good, guys, if you can see it. So yeah, the line will still glow, the light and the emblem in the middle, but obviously nothing around. You just have to remember. Don't know why, but I think I might have made that a lot more difficult than it had to be to get that installed around the head unit or whatever it's called. There's a cable back here. Push it back. It should be back there somewhere. I'm gonna see if I can snag it. That's what plugs into the hazard light. I'll pull it out if you need to. So yeah, it, at least on this unit, it plugs in, screws in here and down here, if you can see that. So what you do is you just take it, make sure it's the right way, kind of place it in there, then you just screw it. After screwing it in, make sure it's good in there, and just plug it back in. There we go. And I don't bolt mine down, I just put everything back in there. And that's it. That is the finished product. Anyways, guys, got the steering wheel back on there. The trim looks amazing. Maine Coast Customs, huge shout out to you guys. You guys do amazing work. I'm definitely going to be sending more things to you guys. I mean, other than real carbon fiber, it would have costed me a lot more money to get something custom made from another company versus a company that's already producing it. So I couldn't be happier. Yeah, it really ties it all together. I'm definitely going to have a little bit more I want to do on the interior. It's a work in progress, but yeah, huge shout out to Maine Coast Customs over on the East Coast. They actually did it way faster than they said it would take, and they shipped it back really, really fast to reasonable price. I mean, I was a little hesitant just because I've never hydro dipped anything in my life. The downside is you do have to ship it to them, and you do have to pay for the shipping back. If you don't pay or give them a return shipping label, they will charge you essentially. I couldn't be happier. There's a place that is cheaper here in town, but just the quality that I looked at is nowhere near this. This is absolutely amazing. Thank you, Maine Coast Customs. Huge shout out to you guys. Thanks for tuning in to this this video. I will share more videos as the project progresses. Subscribe to stay updated to my future content, and yeah, more than happy to answer any questions that you guys have in the comments section down below. But yeah, let me know.